Hello, this is Nathan Aguirre, back in mobile development, mobile mobile application development, for my second progress 2, which is the quiz app, second app. I just want to show that last time I got deducted point, I didn't show the whole thing. My bad. I completed all the modules. Yes. Just to say for the assignment, I'm not sure if we were told to share our answers. I didn't because I saw that other people did, but I didn't because I was scared that people were gonna make fun of my answers because I think people don't like me. Well, they don't like me. They think I'm stupid, which they might be right, but I don't want them to know that. Anyways, to the main application. Of course, starting again from we're starting. Just to reiterate, this is Flutter. Uses a whole package. You have to download. Blah blah blah. We know this. I won't be going through everything in detail as last time. I just way more freaking files this time around. I'll try and go through them in order. But here we have the main file, which is literally just run quiz, or run app, which consists of a freaking class quiz. So it's just very, very straightforward. And so let's go to start screen. Right, as you can see, the widget is pretty much consists of this whole thing. I'll try and go over things that are new slash not used before. So this is the image asset we use for the make Flutter or have fun in Flutter. I'll show it right now. It's right here. Learn Flutter the fun way. That's the image. So this is just the front page, and there's a button that says start quiz, and that is when you press it, it starts the quiz. So let's try going to the next one. Let's go ahead and try with the quiz.dart. Quiz.dart is the most complicated, as you can see. I need to get rid of that. It's a stateful widget. Doesn't make sense because it is being updated as stateful widgets. You have to constantly change it while stateless widgets they stay static. Here we have a different list which keep track of your questions, which are found right here. No, right here. No. Okay, I don't know where the questions are, but there's questions, and that's how they're accessed. Where was that at again? Quiz start, yes. And these are the different screens that you get. Active screen equals question screen, result screen. That depending on the amount of questions. So if you reach a certain amount, which is like when you cycle through all the answers, it gives you a different screen. And this one is like question screen, which literally gives you if equals question screen, you get another answer. And then the restart, which is the restart quiz, is for the result screen. This I think is like the newest one. That's the choose answer. If equals active screen equal. This is how it checks if you're at the end. So screens. Yeah. And let me go through some other ones. Result screen. This is pretty simple. It just outputs the end results. So it gives you like a whole tally of everything you got correct and what you didn't with a simple index. And that's pretty much a summary. And then this questions.length, num total questions, it's used to like calculate what your score was versus the amount there were. So you answered some out of that correctly. And this right here is how you start the quiz, which I'll show in a bit. And when you press it, it takes you back. It was actually used as an index tied to the question slash answers, and when you press it, it will be 0. And I guess it being 0 put you in the beginning, because that would be like the first question or the first screen. But then they made it so the developer, I guess the creator of this, made it so it's tied that index to this this index right here. It was reset after you were done cycling it, but you couldn't reset it because you needed access to those answers, like amount and like the index here. So that was a little bit of a bug, but the solution was just to have a different, separate function, I guess, or it act as a restart instead of having both tied them, which is pretty smart. And here is just the question summary that Dart. This is where you have this like the scrollable. This is the new thing that they added, or we show. This is called the single child scroll view, which is when you have an amount, a certain amount right here, in this case 400, and your screen exceeds that, you're able to scroll inside of it. In this case, we have our summary item and our data. Did I already go through over this? I believe so. And I think these are just lesser widgets and files that just have, your classes, your constructs, your this statements. This is just for keeping track of your questions. I think this is more for styling as well. If these colors. Yeah, and this question number 2, string. And okay, I think that's about it. I probably could have gone into more detail, but I'm on a kind of time crunch, so I'll just give you the line demonstration. I believe it's right here. So here we have the main screen, which is the Flutter logo, or this thing, and then learn Flutter the fun way. Start quiz. What are the building blocks of Flutter UI? I don't know. It's functions or output blocks. How are UIs built? Clearly, it's by using Xcode. What's the purpose of stateful widget? Ignore data changes. Which data should you try to use more often? Stateful or stateless or stateful widget? None of the above. What if you change data in a stateless widget? The UI is obviously updated. How do you update data instead of stateless? Well, you don't, but I'm gonna put it by calling UI. So I got them all wrong, as you can tell. And it says right here, you answered 0 out of 6 questions correctly, and this is my result screen. And here's the scroll of a wheel, and tells you which ones we got wrong. If we did get one right, it'd be blue. I probably should have showcased that, but I didn't because I'm stupid. And it shows you which ones you got. It was update UI as data changes. I probably should have known that. Combining which is in code, probably should have known that. UI is updated, probably should have known that. I did know some of that, but I didn't want to embarrass myself live. Anyways, and you press this button, and boom, and you can do the whole thing over again. I'm gonna try and get a question right, so I can show that that they are a different color, blue. Anyways, yeah, that is the app. Thank you for watching.